This topic is called conversions with currency. Normally, they're going to give you one conversion, and then you're going to have to then convert like a second amount. P.S. Please subscribe to my channel and like any videos that are helpful to you. So in order to, what you want to do is start by writing the original conversion that they give you. So they say 1 British pound. So 1 pound was worth $1.59 in US dollars. So now we want to know how many dollars was 175 and 89 hundredths pounds worth. So we can set up a proportion where we want to just make sure we have the British pound and the dollar in the same spot that they are in the fraction before the equal sign. So they're giving us pounds, so we're going to put right here 175, 0.89, ran out of room. And then we want to know how many dollars that is. So we can do what's called cross multiplication. And that means if you look across the equal signs, there has to be an equal sign there. We multiply those two numbers. So we have 1.59 times, I'll do an X, 175 and 89 hundredths. And it has to equal the other two multiplied together. So 1 pound times X. So in order to get our answer, we multiply those two numbers together. So we have $1.59 times 175 and 89 hundredths. And that's going to give us, it actually equals, where's my, $279. And then this decimal is 0.6651, but we're talking about dollars. So we can only go two places over. So we have to end right here. So it's either 66 cents or 67 cents. We have to round. So because the 5 is greater than 9, we're going to add a penny and make it 67 cents. So we're going to put the number of dollars is 279 and 67 cents. Okay, so then on the second problem, we are going to, let's see, how can I do this? We're going to keep, it's going to take too long. There we go. So we're going to keep our original ratio. And this problem, they give us the dollars and they want to know how many pounds. So we're going to put in our dollars is $59.09. And then we'll do our cross multiples again. So we know that $1.59 times X is equal to $59.09 times 1 pound. That times 1 is just $59.09. So we're going to divide. So we need to divide the dollar amounts to find out how many pounds they are. So $59.09 divided by $1.59. I just have a calculator here off to the side. Okay, so we're supposed to round to the nearest hundredth. So we have 37 point, and then you see this 1, 6, 3, 5, it continues on. But we need to round to the nearest hundredth, which is the second one over. The 3 says that we're going to leave at 16. If it were 5 or more, then we would change that 16 to a 17. So we're going to put 37.16. Okay, so let's do another one. So again, they're going to give us the original ratio. We have $1 is equal to 82 and 1.12 Indian rupees. I don't know what the what's it called, abbreviation for it. So I'm just gonna put R for rupees. Okay, so if we want to know how many dollars 82.12 rupees are worth. Oh, whoops, I wrote this wrong. Because the rate was not 82.12, I was reading in the problem. It's 39.38. If you have the same number in the same place, what is this? This is an 8, right? Okay. You're going to divide. So if you divide 82.12, we're just going to divide that by 39.38 to get, okay, so of course we're going to have to round. So it's $2.08, but then there's this fraction of a cent that's left. So this 5 is going to make that a 9 cents instead of 8 cents. So we're going to put $2.09. And then this one, the next problem, they want to know how many rupees for like that many dollars. So we have 125.29. Just when you're doing these problems, just make sure they're lined up. So in this case, I have dollars in the numerator and rupees in the denominator. If you switched it the other way, that's okay. Just make sure you switch the other way on the other side of the equal sign. So we want to know how many rupees there are. When we do cross multiplication, 1 times x is just x. So we just need to multiply those two together. And you might start noticing patterns that if you know, if you want the other, like in this case, we wanted dollars when they gave us rupees per dollar, we're going to multiply. If we want the same amount, um, like if we're given the same, how do I say this? Like the same label. So we knew rupees, and in A, they wanted rupees. So we can divide. So that might be something that you'll notice as you go. It's not something like if you know how to do it, it doesn't matter if you can remember the pattern at a future date, because you now know how to do it. So we are talking about rupees, and we're supposed to round to the nearest 100. So the 2 is going to stay a 2 because the 0 after it is less than 5. Okay, so 92. And then we'll do one more, and this one I'll show you just with the what I just said, where we noticed a little pattern here. So 1 rand was worth 8 cents. So we have the 8 cents, and they're asking for amount of dollars. So because these are the same label, we're going to divide. So we're going to do $29.11 divided by 8 cents. And that is 363.875. And we want to round to the nearest 100. The 5, so since it's 5 or more, we're going to make that an 88 instead of 87. I have a video on rounding if that's still a struggle for you. Okay, so in this one, they gave us 8 cents, they gave us dollars, and we want rands. So in this case, we're going to multiply the two numbers. So 0.08, and then we're going to times it by 168 and 1800ths, and we get 13, well, where's my pencil? There we go, 13.4544. And we're round to the nearest 100. Because 4 is less than 5, that right after the decimal, that 4 is less than 5, we're going to keep it 45 cents instead of raising it to 45. Boom. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.